How's it going, everyone? ThinMrSo here with an update. As you can see, I'm actually on my bike for the first time in a very, very long time. I finished the bike up this morning. Got it all back together, all the plastics, everything back on. Got everything stitched back up. And I headed out to go down to Clausen's to get an oil change kit and some radiator fluid, because I know it, it had the old oil that the bike came with, plus it had water in the radiator because I drained the coolant and wasn't going to stick that back in there. And so on the way to O'Reilly's, the bike picks up a real bad noise like the old motor had. Bad ticking noise and stuff, so I'm kind of like, oh shit, here we go again. Like, it sounded exactly identical noise and everything. I was thinking cam chain tensioner is once again failing. Same exact noise, same everything. So I make it down to Clausen's and make it down there and have the mechanic guy look at it, and he tells me, yeah, it's definitely the cam chain slapping around inside of there. So talking with him for a little while, he's giving me some advice where to start and everything. And then I head over to the service department, talking to the guy, telling him I have a FJR, need a oil filter and some oil. And he's like, oh, how do you like your FJR? And I told him I don't know, I'm not too happy with it. And then he's like, oh, I'm curious, why? And so I tell him the whole backstory of the old motor messing up and then putting this new one in. And he was really surprised because he's owned a couple of them himself. He's owned a couple of his buddies have owned FJRs, and they've never ever had any problems with them. And he said that these are usually a bulletproof bike. So he was really surprised. And so yeah, I got the oil, went and did the oil change, and when I pulled the drain plug, what came out of the motor was not oil. There was oil in it, but that was like a couple gallons of water that came out. So I just rode this bike about 40 miles before I got the oil change done. During that whole time, that ticking noise was getting louder and louder, and so much water, not just draining, like flowing out, it was gushing out water. And so got all the new oil in there and everything, and started the bike up. It's real loud for a little bit, but then all the noise actually goes away on it, and it gets real nice and quiet. And I get all excited because I'm thinking, oh, my bike might actually be good, like it's finally come together. And within another 20 miles the noise is back. So I'm thinking maybe I got coolant leaking into the engine. So I checked the oil on it, and no, it's good. There's no water in there, no coolant. It's just all oil. So it looks like I'm gonna have to start troubleshooting and find out what that tick noise is before this motor goes kaboom on me. So first thing I'm gonna do is pull the cam chain tensioner on it, because it's definitely valve noise. I'm gonna pull the tensioner on it and put this is a brand new tensioner on this bike, chain tensioner for the cam, and so I'm gonna pull this one, and then I'm gonna put the one that this used motor came with, I'm gonna put that one back on and see if that makes a difference. That's the easiest thing to do first. The next thing I'm gonna do is, well, while doing that, I'm gonna just pull the side cover off to take a look at the valve guides and see how those look, and see if I need to replace those. So then put it all back together and see what that does for me. Hoping that'll get my problem fixed, and it'll be just that easy. Fingers crossed. If that's not the problem, then I'm not quite sure. Maybe a stretch cam chain. The guy told me the mechanic guy said the cam chains are never a problem with these. Not the service guy, but the cam chain guy. I mean the mechanic guy. And he said no, he wouldn't worry about that. That's not a problem that ever comes up when he's working on these. So yeah, so right now it is running, it is driving, it's really powerful. It's not missing, it's not hiccuping. It has more power than my old motor did. And I know I got a slight exhaust leak on it. I know that for sure. Which could also be part of the ticking. But that wouldn't explain how the ticking noise went away and then came back after I changed the oil. Not sure if you guys could hear that ticking noise. And the ticking is coming from right up front. So yeah, at the very least, I did successfully get this other motor in there all installed, and the bike is up and running, which is a lot more than the other motor was doing for the bike. With all the bent valves, wasn't doing nothing. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll get this all torn apart and find out what's wrong with it, hopefully. Thanks for watching.